Buenos días. Well, I am Victor Camarena Martinez. I'm the Director of Education here at LCS.
Yes.
I've been here since last summer, so not that long ago. So when I came on board, my supervisor, Luis Pacheco, told me, we have to do more for the Mexican community. So I said, yes, definitely, we have to do a lot for the Mexican community. And that's what I've been trying to do for the last 8 months that I've been here. So thank you for being here. It's great to see you here. You're going to learn some of the programs that we offer, and we continue to grow. So this is a very exciting day, and LCS is very proud of having these programs and to share them with you. So this is going to be a really exciting morning. Hopefully you will enjoy it and you will learn. And then at the end, I hope that you can provide some feedback on some what we'd like to see and how can you support this program. Not just financially, but also with ideas, human resources, or any other idea that you might have. Does it sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So LCS is very proud of what we do for the Mexican community. But there's still a lot of work that we need to do. So we're proud of helping the Mexican community through relevant programs and services and to create a greater integration between the Mexican and the expat community while keeping our mission, our vision, our values, and a long-range plan. Gente ayudando gente. People helping people. So that's what we are. So to start off, we're going to have Michael. He's going to be talking about a wonderful program that we just started last year. It's a youth photography program. So you can see these 3 pictures. They are from the students. So they are on the exhibit at the cafe and also for sale if you are interested. So with that said, I'm going to let Michael Sirles to talk about this program. So Michael, please come on board.
Good morning and thank you everyone. I want to give you first a little idea of the genesis of the program. This program actually started back in 2019. Alan McGregor, a friend of mine, who used to volunteer at Codeni in Guadalajara, teaching photography to youth in photography in Guadalajara. And Alan and I got together and we said we need to do something like this at LCS. So in 2019, we found an individual, a bilingual instructor who was really good in photography. That was Miguel Serrano, the son of Roberto Serrano, who used to be on the board at LCS and is a good friend of mine. Unfortunately, COVID hit. Miguel was our only instructor, and that ended the program for a while. Then I was back at Open Circle, and one of the board of directors, Hunter Johnson, was here. And we started talking and said, Hunter's a photographer too. We said, we really need to reinstitute that program. And we need to learn from the mistakes of the other program. So we got together, we started discussing how we could restart the program, and started meeting and recruiting other bilingual photographers and people who could assist in the program. This started in early June of 2023. We recruited 4 bilingual instructors, Jaime Barbieri, who's a local Mexican photographer, Sandy Britton, who's a member of LCS and a contributor to many things at LCS, Paul East, another young Mexican photographer, and Jose Rogelio Ramirez. These 4 people became our bilingual instructors. That way, if somebody couldn't make one class, we would always have an instructor for each class. We got them to commit. We also got assistants for each class. So in addition to myself and Hunter Johnson and Alan McGregor, Tom Daly and Stephanie Schneiderman, 2 other individuals. Stephanie was also bilingual, which was excellent. Some of us other assistants are poquito español. So, particularly with the support of LCS and Victor Camarena, we launched a 12-week program in September 23rd of 2023. And you can see the result of that 12-week program. The eyes that these young students have for photography, considering this was an introductory course, was absolutely phenomenal. And we're really proud of what they accomplished in that 12-week program. We also did a photo exhibit at LCS when they had the art exhibit here, and that was on January 13th. And we also had some of those photos for sale at that exhibit. And then we started a new 12-week program, or we're going to start a new 12-week program on April 6th. Now, before we did that, though, we wanted to bring back those other students and give them sort of more of an advanced course. Because our goal is these students are going to mentor new younger students. And we want to be able to expand the program so that we include many more youths than we currently have right now. So, in an effort to do that, I would like each of you, and I'm going to have my wife pass out some flyers, if you know of any Mexican youth between the ages of 12 and 18 who really want to learn about photography, please let them know about the program. And they can contact Victor Camarena, and Victor will help to sign them up. They don't have to have cameras. We have cameras that have been generously donated by people in the community. And if you have any cameras that are sitting at home collecting dust in drawers, in closets, whatever, and you want to donate them to the program, we'd willingly accept those cameras as donations. So with that, that's basically the program. And also, if there are any photographers out there who want to also volunteer to help out with the program, we'll gladly accept your volunteer efforts as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. How wonderful was that, right? Yeah, we're very excited with this program. And more to come. So now we're going to be talking another program that we are very, very proud of. It's called the Student Aid Program. I don't know if you heard about this program, but it's one of the oldest programs that we offer to the Mexican community. It started back in 1994, and since then, hundreds of students have been benefited from this program. It's not a scholarship, it's a student aid. So for students with low-income families who are brilliant, 8.5% of the grade at least and above, going to college or university, we provide a student aid support, financial support. It's not much, but at least it's help them to go to school, to buy books, transportation, meals, and so forth and so on. Something that we are very proud of is that we're helping new generation. When we do the interview for this program, most of the students are the first generation from the family going to universities. So we're really making a change on their lives, something that we're very proud of. And today we have a wonderful program participant. She's not only bright, she's an artist, she's a poet, she's everything. And she speaks Chinese, English, Spanish, and I don't know how many other languages. With that said, Anna, please come to the stage.
Hi, how are you? Good morning. Thank you, Victor. Thanks to all of you for being here, for taking the time. I'm so excited, a little bit nervous, but so excited. And well, my name is Anna Warren. I'm 18 years old, and I'm a writer, I'm a plastic and visual artist, I'm a poet, but mainly I'm a student. And I'm so happy to share a little bit about my experience with this amazing student aid program with LCS. And thanks to all the support, I have been able to exhibit my artworks at the State Congress of Jalisco, at the International Book Fair of Guadalajara, at the Supreme Court of Justice in the state of Jalisco, and a lot of different cultural venues, like also in Chapala, which I'm really proud of also, like the Cultural Center González Gallo, and the Antigua Presidencia with Thoughts at the Cultural Center Luis López Toriquez. And it was an amazing experience because we have always share and also express a lot of support to all the youth. And I think that is something really important because we are also the future. And believing in us is something really amazing. And I'm also agree a lot with the programs that you have because it's a proof that the dreams doesn't have to stay like dreams. We can come and like Peter said, like we are people that helps people. So thank you so much for that. And I'm also going to be presenting, thanks to all the support, Thoughts, my first individual art exhibition at the State Congress. And you are all really welcome to come. It will be a great honor. It will be on April 9 and 11 a.m. at the Congress Estate. It will be on Tuesday. So I'm really happy to share that with you. And well, because this is something that you have made possible. So thank you so much. I'm really happy. And I'm willing to continue with this program. And I believe that the best investment that we can make also to the ones that are hearing online is in ourselves. And that means educating ourselves, coming and be with all of you. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Anna. This is wonderful. Another big hand for her, please. Like Anna said, the best investment is investing on our youth. They're the future. So we're really helping them to be and to have a brighter future, not only for them, but for Mexico as a whole. So thank you for your attention. So next we have another program. This one also one of the pillars here at LCS. It's called English as a Second Language, ESL. We have many students going through the doors at Wilkes Educational Center. Have you been at Wilkes, or have you heard about Wilkes Educational Center?
Yeah.
Can you raise your hand who has not heard about it? Okay, so Wilkes is another building from LCS, and it's just like 3 blocks away. It's on Aldana 18, right behind the church. It's where we have the library, the libreria, where we offer English as a second language, and soon we're going to start having a computer program for Mexicans. So it's free. We've been so glad to receive a donation from Enove. It's a non-profit organization from Guadalajara. So they donated 2 laptops, all the materials. So we are to start providing this training to the Mexican community on computers. So this is another really exciting program. So we'll see the house of ESL. And for today, we're lucky to have the president of the coordinator. Her name is Inez Dyer. She's been with LCS for, I don't know how many years, many years. So Inez, please come on. So she's the program manager for ESL. Yeah. And she also teaches Introduction to Spanish. Once a month here at LCS is always the first, second, and third Thursday of the month. So thank you, Inez.
We wear many hats here. I've been, I'm trying to think of a title, administrator, chief cook and bottle washer for the English language program at Wilkes. We have every year we register more than 250 students. We have 5 levels of English and a number of conversation classes as well. It feels like I've been there 1,000 years, but it's only been 15. But I have a wonderful coterie of, I think, 40 teachers who volunteer their time, and it's wonderful. But I have brought with me one of my, I was going to bring 2 students. One student called me yesterday. She has COVID. Will we ever get over COVID? I don't think so. Yes. So I brought a wonderful student with me, Anna. Anna has been nagging me for years, when's the class that I can go to, because she works so many hours. I think a lot of you may know her. She works for the Telcel office, close to, right next to Alex's Pasta Bar. Anna.
Hi, good morning. My name is Ana Maria Romero. I was a student in school for like 10 years before, but only on Saturdays because I was working in my office for a long time. And I began to study English in this school with Ines because my customers, 100% for my customers, they are American, Canadian, and they need my help in English. And so I began to study English, okay? And now I living here in Mexico. I born in Mexico, and I have mother for 5 daughters and 1 son. They are 21st years my youngers. And all my time, I try to help my customers all the time. It's my life, and I am very happy. I begin to work when I have 17 years old, and at the bank, and I don't know English, and I begin to speak English 10 years before. And thank you for Ines, and because I asked to her if I can student, and she helped me, and I can go more time because I have worked a lot. We have 4 stores in this area, and I have in my order four women and 2 men, and we help 2 people here with the cell phones, with the use for the problems when they pay more and everything. And you need my help, I am here because I have help for the biblioteca and Ines. I am very happy to work here, okay? Thank you. And this is my first time and I speak here. I'm sorry.
This would not be possible without the help of so many volunteers. And I know that we're always asking for volunteers. We need teachers. We need anything you think you can do to help us. Come on over. Last fall, we had a cleanup day. People came, mopped floors, washed windows. I mean, it's amazing what people can do. And none of us is as good as all of us, so let's keep it up.
Thank you, yes. Thank you for what you do at Will Center. We couldn't do it without you. Okay. So that was a proof the impact that LCS is making in the community. We're very proud of what we do with the Mexican community, helping them to learn English. And you know, living here in Ajijic, if you don't speak English, it's so hard to work. So we're glad to provide the skills for the Mexican living in Lakeside to be successful in their lives. So with that said, I also want to introduce this is one of the newest programs. It's a bilingual class for children. This is every Saturday. It is from 12 to 2 approx. And it's bilingual, English, Spanish, Spanish, English for children. This is a very exciting program. And today we're lucky to have the program coordinator. So Joy, come over please and talk about the program, please.
Gracias. Good morning, everyone. So to do this presentation, my husband Eros is here with me today. We do the class together, and we're going to give you guys a little taste so that you can feel into the essence of our class. Gracias. Well, you might be wondering why the music. So this is a very integral class. We used a book called Chip the Monk. Could you please pass me the book, mi amor? So I work for a US foundation that made these books that are called Chip the Monk. It's a series of books that help children to understand that being kind to your mind is actually something that is so important. And so the message of the book is that happiness comes from within. And this is Chip. This is our little Chip doll that we bring to every class. So we start every class with Zen meditation music provided by Eros here. And then I do a little bit of movement with the children, because after they are like into a meditative space to prepare their minds to learn a second language. And then we do a little bit of movement. And so after the movement, which is actually yoga movement and a little bit of Tai Chi, and just to get them into this monk-like mind aspect that here in Mexico, you guys know we are, mostly Catholic, but spirituality is something that is there, but this aspect that is more oriented to the mind has been missing a little bit. So that's what we are trying to bring with this class that is actually bilingual. It's mainly for Mexican children that want to learn English, but we also welcome any US speakers, English speakers that want to learn Spanish. So we have both, and we have mostly Spanish-speaking children. But then, so we start reading a little bit about the books. I translate these books, so we bring the book in Spanish and in English. And so everything that is said by me in the class is in both languages. So that is a way for them so that the other language starts sinking in more and more. And we read from the books, and then we do a little bit of an activity, which is always different because kids, they can get a little restless. So we do either vocabulary, we do a little bit of drawing that I always provide vocabulary sheets that also have drawings in them so that they can draw. And there's always phrases from the book that are very uplifting, and I always translate that for them. I also make them to get more involved in participating, for them to come up with new characters for the book or things like that, and so their imagination flies. And everything that they say, I help them translate into English. So at the end of the class, we give them Chip, and so we pass it around, and whomever is holding Chip, they have the spotlight. And they share their drawing, they show it around, and they share either what they liked most about the class, or something that they have been dealing with that they would like to share with the group. So it's like a really nice circle. And they also say something in both English and Spanish to practice. And then after that, we blow bubbles because it's fun. And because in this book, the main character is a monk. It's a chipmunk, Chip the monk. But the mean character, there's always a bad guy in the story, is called P-Brain. And what he does, I know, right? What he does is to blow trouble bubbles. So these trouble bubbles are merely thoughts. And they are causing trouble everywhere, like rumble and rise. So there is this place which is the world we live in. And let me show you just the first picture. Let's see if you can see a little bit of it. So that's the world we live in years and years ago. So I'm just going to read a little bit so that you get the bit of a taste. Oh, this is in Spanish, but it's fine. I can just translate. Oh, here it is. Yeah, English, because we're mostly English speakers here. Okay. So here it is. And it says, a long time ago, harmony was felt by all beings very big and all beings very small. Everyone danced and sang happy songs. They laughed and played the whole day long. Then one day something happened that was stranger than strange, and quick as a wink, everything changed. And so they show how there's these bubbles, and the bubbles say upset, angry, mad, trouble. And the invader was P-Brain. And here is P-Brain so that you guys know him and get acquainted. I guess we all know him, and it's inside our minds. So the invader was P-Brain, a mean little pea who didn't want laughter or harmony. The mini green pea blew on happy bubbles, changing bright, sparkly thoughts into booey-hooey troubles. So as you see, this is super playful, and it's presenting something that pertains to all of us. This is why I love this, and I am grateful to LCS for the opportunity to do this with children and to use both English and Spanish to also present a message that is actually, for me, a very important one, a very heartfelt one, because it's key to develop a little person, for them to know and see how the power is within them, to choose the thoughts in your mind. And how, by being kind to your mind, you can actually transform the world entirely. And so that's why we bring all the instruments. Oh, there's also a part in the class where one by one they come and Eros teach them how to play the instruments very carefully and with respect, and all very monk-like. So our class, when you come, you see that the children are really actually in a very wonderful environment of sacredness and reverence, and they are learning a second language in that manner. So this is our class, and we are very happy to present it, and thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, Joya. Thank you. It's a wonderful class. I want to take it, but I'm too old. So never mind. So next, last but not least, we have a very special program. I think it's very special because definitely one of the oldest programs that we offer to the Mexican community here at LCS. And it's a children art program. You've seen some of the art here. I'm sure you've seen some of the postcards that we sell at every art show. And I'm sure you know this wonderful lady, Danielle Page. So she's here with us, and she's going to be talking about what is this program about and how she has been able to develop and flourish this program. So Danielle, come on over.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. I'm the only one who prepared notes because I have too much to say. So, I'll start at the beginning. Many of you already know about this, but Neil James started the Children's Art Program in 1954. So we're in our 70th year this year. One of our current teachers, Javier Zaragoza, was the first graduate of the program. He told me when he first started there were 5 to 6 children who took part in the class every day after school. They had to read for 20 minutes before they'd be given a sheet of paper for them to draw on. As they improved, the sheet of paper would get a little bigger each time. So Neil James, at some point in the late 60s, 70s, she hired Angelita Aldana Padilla to work as a teacher until the mid-70s or so. The program temporarily shuttered until the arrival of Mildred Boyd in the early 80s. Art classes were then changed from every day after school to Saturdays from 10 to 12, as it is now. I believe that this change was made to match the twice daily shifts instituted in the schools at the time, but also to entice enough volunteers. Mildred unfortunately passed away in 2010. Today, the LCS Children's Art Program continues to provide free art classes and free art materials to all the kids who attend classes. We've got some now that are as young as 3. Some 30 to 40 kids attend each Saturday. We have dedicated volunteers who help the kids, teach them new techniques, and provide them with the confidence they need to pursue their talents. And believe me, some of them are very talented. We sell their art and also scan it to print art cards that are sold. The proceeds from these sales are split with the children. Our portion pays for producing the card and buys supplies for the art classes. We try to teach them the business of selling art. Don't sell your original art. You have to have us produce a card that will continue to be a source of income for them. We also teach them how to price their art based on the size, the materials they've used, the time it took to produce it, and their experience level. Their art and cards are sold at all the LCS art shows that are held during the high season. In fact, the next one is next Friday and Saturday, March 8th and 9th from 10 to 3 here at LCS. We take up the whole grounds. At this point in time, I have 85 artists and artisans that are coming. Some dwindled down, will probably dwindle down to about 80, 77, something like that. So this, you should know that this will be the last art show of the season, and we won't have another art show until October. It'll be a 2-day show. So a little bit of other history. When the Aihik Society of the Arts was founded in the 80s, one of their first initiatives was to donate funds to help the program. When our annual art camp began in 2013, they helped us buy supplies by donating half of the proceeds they raised through their open studio art walks. Their support continued until a new president took over in 2022. So to make up for this, we're currently selling raffle tickets. Kathy and Tara are right over there. And this will raise money to defray the cost of this year's art camp. Last year it cost us a little over 50,000 pesos. We feed the kids each day after class. So last year we had about 115 kids show up every day. They attended 9 to 12 workshops, and they're here for the full 5 days. And you can hear a pin drop in most cases. And on the Saturday, after we're finished with the art camp, we have a big sale of the art and the things that the kids have made. We also take the opportunity to sell our cards as well. So we have volunteers today, again, Tara and Kathy, to help you buy raffle tickets at a very reasonable cost, if I say so myself. They're 100 pesos each, or 10 for 900 pesos. We're also displaying a reproduction of the raffle prize right over here. It is Emiliano Zapata who gave back the lands that had been seized. He gave it back to the indigenous people in 1910. So we figured it was a historical piece and would most likely appeal to a lot of the expats. So that's why we picked that piece. It's a spectacular watercolor, and the original will be at the show on March 8th and 9th. The artist will be here. He's a young man who was born south of Mexico City, who lives here full time. His name is Ricardo Sanchez Corona, and the original painting is valued at 30,000 pesos. So the draw is on April 5th at Sol y Luna, but you need not be there to win. So I wore my lucky shoes today, so I expect some money at the table. So do you have any questions at all about the children's art program?
How do we donate to it?
Right over there. Oh, to the raffle. You just go to the table. We have.
Yeah, but if you want to make a donation other than the raffle tickets.
Oh, you just give me the money. No, you can give it to either Tara or Kathy. They'll be pleased to accept it, and we'll make a note of it. And if you want a tax receipt, you'll have to go through the office.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our presentation.
Thank you, Daniel. That was amazing. Thank you so much. So with that, as we come to the end of the program that we offer to the Mexican community here at the Lakeside Palace Society, and now is your turn. If you have any question, I'm going to let Kate to moderate the next section.
Okay, so the deal is, raise your hand, I'll bring the mic, stand up and speak in the mic, and ask a question, or give wonderful feedback.
Hi, I'm Claude Heil. I was wondering, is there opportunities for people to actually start new programs that the LCS can do for the Mexican community, like maybe a music program or something?
Of course, there is always an opportunity. This is one of the reasons why we're having this conversation today. Definitely, we are open for new programs, new opportunities to enhance the lives of the Mexican community. So if you are interested, please talk to me and we make it a reality. Thank you.
Yeah, all the programs came because somebody had an idea. And then they gathered with, a couple other people, and there we go. So does anybody else have a question or comment? Yes. Ooh la la, this is great.
Anna, where is your exhibit again and what date?
Oh, it will be on Tuesday, April 9th.
Where?
At the State Congress of Jalisco.
Tuesday, April 9th at the State Congress at Jalisco. And the time is?
It's 11 a.m. and it's the historical town of Guadalajara.
It's in Guadalajara.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, I
Over
guess.
there?
Is that a question or is he pointing to a bird? Oh, there's a woman.
It's a mariachi school in the area, if you're interested in music.
Well, maybe some sort of a classical orchestra program.
So I'm wondering about the
Orchestra here.
English and Spanish for Children program. The books that you use, are they available?
Yes, thank you for asking. These books are available on Amazon US and Amazon MX.
Wait, use a mic.
Gracias. Both books in English and Spanish are available in Amazon US and Amazon MX. And the money goes to the foundation that makes these books to keep making books with a very deep message for children. We're actually now working on the translation of the second book, which is Dolly the Llama, who helps solving drama. And that one is already on Amazon US. So once I have the translation in Spanish ready, we'll release it into Amazon MX. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Thank you, everybody, for your attention. It was wonderful. This was a great talk. I wish there was a ton more people here. You're all so inspiring that are doing good work here.
Yes, and of course today talks about services and classes to the Mexican community. But do not forget that we also have a lot of classes to expats. So you heard it at the beginning, that tequila trip. We have Mexican manners. We heard something about the Mexican manners also today. So we have a wonderful class once a month. The first Wednesday of the month is called Mexican manners. And then we have to get your driving license, intro to Spanish, living well and dying well with Loretta Downs, wonderful workshop. So take a look at Conexiones magazine or our website. You will find all what we do for you. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for hosting us.